So, last but most certainly not least, we have a senior studying accounting for 150 credits, the president of the Toastmasters International here at Brooklyn College, and a man who is always enthusiastic about helping students develop as young professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnnatan Hernandez.
Hey guys, I don't know how to use this thing, but whatever. Anyways, so as he said earlier, my name is Johnnatan Hernandez, but I like John. It's short, sweet, and simple. I don't like to complicate things. So today I will be talking to all of you about the importance of public speaking. Now, why is public speaking important? I'll talk to you about why it's essential actually, how you can benefit from public speaking, and how I myself have benefited from public speaking. So essentially, what public speaking shows you is when you develop your public speaking skills, you also, in a way, learn organization, teamwork, your communication skills, and your leadership. How many of you here are scared of public speaking by a show of hands? We'll say that it's a lot of people. Okay. Now, Harvard did a study that basically they asked a small group of individuals, they asked them, hey, would you rather suffer through 5 minutes of pain through shock therapy, or would you rather give a 5-minute presentation to your peers? And believe it or not, a lot of people were like, I'll take the shock therapy, please, and thank you. Additionally, a lot of people are more scared of public speaking than they are of death. That is crazy. Holy guacamole. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, sorry. As president of a public speaking group here at Brooklyn College, I'm not here to promote myself or my club, Koppelman Toastmasters. I'm here to promote all of you, my fellow peers. I want all of you here to get out of this the fact that you need to practice your public speaking skills because it is essential for your future. Okay, so how can you guys benefit from public speaking? First, we'll talk about internships. Here, we're all in college. We have one main goal. We got to get at that job, you know? And a lot of firms, when students graduate, complain that students coming out of college do not have the best communication skills, and that's something that they are very adamant about students refining. Secondly, I'll talk about, I have a cheat sheet, hold up. I'm kidding. They talk about knowledge. Sorry, they don't talk about it. My second point is knowledge. So what public speaking does is it enhances your knowledge of yourself as an individual. As someone who, for yourselves, someone who starts off learning public speaking and you learn to develop your public speaking, you learn your style, you learn how you can improve, you learn your strengths and weaknesses. For instance, during my Koppelman Toastmasters meetings, everyone tells me, John, you suck at hand gestures. Your hands are always everywhere. And I agree. But we all have our flaws. But you also know about your strengths. For instance, I'm very, very good at improv. I know about doing this speech for a while now. And I drafted up a script and I said, I'm going to remember this script. And it was the worst idea ever because I know deep down to my core, I'm good at improvising. I'm good at having like 3 bullets and being like, I know exactly how I'm going to talk about this entire thing. And that's basically what I'm doing now. Lastly, confidence. Public speaking can enhance your confidence dramatically. If you practice hard enough, if you practice consistently and you build yourself up, you can improve your confidence and come off as a polished individual. How has it helped me? First, we'll start with internships. So I'm an accounting major, and I really wanted to get into the Big Four. Unfortunately, the Big Four didn't want me because I really, really, really was not that very good at public speaking. Any kind of communications, my interviews bombed them. I thought I was doing great. No. All right. However, over the last 3 years, I've really developed myself, and I had this interview a couple months ago, and it went off amazing. Not because I was not nervous anymore, but it's because I was able to portray the image that I wanted to. So after years of practicing, I had finally mastered who I was for interviews. Secondly, I'll talk about how I improved in knowledge. So how I improved is, as I said earlier, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I'm not going to tell you guys, I'm going to do a presentation and then draft up an entire thing and have a PowerPoint presentation. No, that's not who I am. I don't function like that. How I function is I have a general thesis, then I have main topics that I want to talk about, and then I'll go along there. Perhaps maybe it's not the best way to do it, but it's my way of doing it. And it always works for me. Lastly, confidence. When I first started Toastmasters, I joined back in April of 2015. Whew, damn. Anyways, I remember I was granted to do table topics for the first role, like my first thing ever. I didn't know anyone at the club except for the president. She told me, read off these questions and that's all you have to do. I was so nervous, guys. I forgot how to read. I'm not even kidding. I was up there, I was shaking. I was like, what is this word? That's what? Oh my gosh. So yes, my confidence has improved dramatically over the past 3 years. People come up to me and they say, John, how are you so good at public speaking? It's crazy. And I say, I don't know. You just got to keep practicing and practicing. It is essential that all of you here practice your public speaking because you will develop some amazing traits, habits, and you will understand yourself as an individual. It is very, very, very important. Okay, so there are just some other hanging off, some things that I didn't really put in there, but I want to mention. First off, when you're up here, something that I've learned from public speaking, you guys are not my adversaries. My audience, I'm not scared of you guys for the main reason that I see you all as my friends. I don't know half of you. I don't know most of you. What's your name? Alyssa. Alyssa, I've never met her.
No, you haven't.
Camera guy, what's your name?
Brian.
Brian, I've never met the guy. But I can give this speech because deep down, I know that you guys aren't here to oppose me. You guys are all here to learn from me or just to be here. Hey, what you gotta do? Who cares? Second thing, I will tell you guys right now, I was super anxious to be up here, even though I'm the president of a public speaking group. And it's natural for all of us. You have to take that anxiety and turn it into your power. I was telling my friend Joe earlier, he was like, oh man, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, listen man, you just gotta relax and just pretend, just turn it into energy. Sometimes when I'm up here speaking, I feel like I just jump off I don't know, I'm like, what is it? When you jump off a plane and you're just free falling? Skydiving, there you go. See? It's just like that. That's how when you're up here you feel like that. You feel like you're skydiving. But yeah. Last thing I want to say is don't be nervous. Because we all grow. This is the time for all of us to really refine our craft of public speaking. Develop and refine. That's the message of Toastmasters. One of my best friends told me once, just do it. Just, not Shia LaBeouf, I don't know that guy. But one of my best friends told me, listen man, if you're scared now, just do it. Because you know what, tomorrow, you're not even going to remember the anxiety that you had about it. So yeah, that makes sense. Just go for it. Refine your craft. Make mistakes now. Because if not now, then when? You're not gonna get that job not knowing how to speak to somebody. Now's the time. Thank you.